everyone, back at Base Leg here. So I know I've made some videos on this in the past, but just want to talk about it again. Too many of you are forgetting completely about the ELT. The ELT is not necessarily a condition inspection item. We do them here because everybody tends to forget about them. Most of the time the battery doesn't expire coincidentally with a ELT battery on a condition inspection, but there is a requirement for either an annual check, or some of these actually require a 3 or 4 month check. You need to pay attention to that in your manufacturer's manual for them. Here's what happens when you don't pay attention to them. So some of these take the Duracell batteries, right? These used to, have a really good reputation before they started making them in China, okay? But if you take a look at these, okay, let me find one here for you, and take a look at this inspection date. Can you zoom in on that? 2016. So that's an expiration date on this battery. Yes, it's 2023. So we're 7 years past an expiration date on a battery, and we're expecting it to work. It's all corroded. You can see if you do a close-up here, we've got corroded batteries here, so copper tops, and they've managed to corrode now the inside of the ELT. All the connections are corroded. We're going to see if we can clean it up and make it work. Don't have high hopes for that. But again, all of you who own aircraft need to pay attention to your ELT, okay? Usually, unfortunately, when you're building that airplane, we stick it all out of the way, right? I see a lot of these underneath the tail, way in the back. We have one airplane you couldn't even get to it. We had to get a little kid in there to get it out, okay? So make them accessible and pay attention to them. They're expensive today. To replace an ELT is around $700 and some, so you wanna check these batteries, okay? Thanks. I'm going to add a little caboose here onto the ELT to make certain that you understand probably 95% of the ELTs out there have a little control panel that is supposed to be in view of the pilot. Somewhere up on the instrument panel, it's got an on-off button and usually a test reset button and a little LED to help indicate the status. There is a battery that goes inside this piece as well. And I've seen it where we've seen a good number of airplanes don't even have the battery installed, so I don't even know how they're testing it. And it's usually a 10-year life battery. We're going to show you a picture here. You should be looking at it right now of the same aircraft where I showed you the batteries were expired in 2016. Here's what the ELT battery looks like in the control panel. It's just as bad. So please don't forget to do these as well.